Hello, I am Dr. Sigar Kanti. In this video, we solve some problems on Bernoulli distribution. This is the example. When a coin is tossed 4 times, find the probability of getting number 1, exactly 1 head. Number 2, at most 3 heads. Number 3, at least 2 heads. So here a coin is tossed 4 times. That is here the trial is carried out for 4 times. And in each trial we have two possibilities. That is I may get head or I may get a tail. That is there is a probability of getting a head and the probability of getting a tail in each trial. So probability of getting head. So we have performed this for 4 times. I may not get any head. That means here if I take x is the probability of getting head, x equal to 0. I may get 1 head, x can take 1. I may get 2 heads, x can take 2. I may get 3 heads or maximum 4 heads. That is here x can take the values from 0 to 4. And in each trial we have the probability is of getting head is equal to 1 by 2. So that is here we have p equal to 1 by 2. Q means the probability of not getting head, that is getting a tail, that is also equal to 1 by 2, or we can add this is 1 minus p, this is equal to 1 minus 0 0.5 0.5 also, that is p is also 1 by 2, q is also 1 by 2, and number of trials n is equal to 4 here. And we have the binomial probability distribution is given by P of x equal to, we have the formula NCX P raised to x q to the power of n minus x. This is equal to n is 4, 4cx into p is 1 by 2 to the power of x into q is also 1 by 2 to the power of n minus x, 4 minus x. And this can be written as 4cx 1 by 2 to the power of numerator is 1 itself. In the denominator, we have 2 raised to x, 2 raised to 4 minus x. By index laws, we can write 2 to the power of x plus 4 minus x minus x gets cancelled, we get 2 to the power of 4. That is, this is our p of x, n 4cx 1 by 2 to the power of 4. Now here, what is the first question? Exactly 1 head. That means I have to find out p of 1 head, p of x equal to 1. This is equal to, put x equal to 1 here. 4c1 1 by 4c1 1 by 2 to the power of 4. 4c1 1 by 2 means this is directly we can put here or we can put the values here. P to the power of x equal to 1 into q to the power of 4 minus x. 4 minus 1, that is this is 3. So this is equal to, this value is 0.25. And a probability of at most 3 heads. At most 3 heads means not getting a head, getting 1 head, getting 2 heads, or getting 3 heads. That is p of x equal to 0 plus p of x equal to 1, p of x equal to 2 plus p of x equal to 3. So using this formula here, p of x equal to 0. P of x equal to 0 means this 4c0, 0.5 to the power of 0, 0.5 to the power of 4 minus 0. Okay, plus x equal to 1 here, 4c1, 0.5 to the power of 1, 0.5 to the power of 3, plus 4c2, p to the power of 2, that is 0.5 to the power of 2 into q to the power of 4 minus 2 is 2, plus 4c3, 0.5 to the power of 1 into 0.5 to the power of 3. Okay, this value. Simplifying this, we get it is equal to, its value is equal to, so in each term we have 0.5 to the power 4 is there, we take that as a common factor, then this is nothing but 1, this is 4, and this value is 6, and this value is 4. This is equal to 0.9375. Or one more method, see here, what is the question here? At most 3 heads. X can take the value from 0 to 4. That is except 4 we are calculating here. And if I take all the sums here, x equal to 0, x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 3, x equal to 4, that whole value is equal to 1. So we have to find out p of x less than or equal to 3 means this is nothing but 1 minus p of x equal to 4. Just we subtract from 1 here. And this is easier than this one. This 1 minus p of 4 is 4c4, 1 by 2 to the power of 4, 1 by 2 to the power of 4 minus 4. This is equal to this is equal to 1 minus 4c4 is 1, ncn equal to 1. This is our, and this is equal to the power of 0. This is equal to 1. We get 1 to the power of 4 is 1 by 2 raised to 4. This is our 16. That is 1 minus 1 by 16. Or this is equal to 15 by 16. This is 0.9375. So this method is easier than this method. Next, P of at least 2 heads. P of at least 2 heads means x equal to 2, 3, 4. X equal to 2, 3, 4. If we take the sum of the probabilities x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, full value equal to 1. I have to find out x equal to 2, at least 2 heads means x equal to 2, 3, 4. What I do here is I subtract this x equal to 0 and x equal to 1 from 1. This gives x greater than or equal to p of x greater than or equal to 2. This is equal to 1 minus p of x equal to 0. This is 0.5 to the power of 4. And p of x equal to 1. This is 4c1 p to the power of 1 q to the power of n minus 1. That is 3. Simplifying this, this is equal to I am getting 0.6875. Or directly also we can find out. P of x greater than or equal to 2 means it is nothing but P of 2 plus P of 3 plus P of 4. P of 2 is nothing but we have here P of 2 equal to 4c2 1 by 2 to the power of 4. P of 3 means 4c3 1 by 2 to the power of 4. P of 4 means 4c4 1 by 2 to the power of 4. Okay. So that is 4c2 1 by 2 raised to 4 plus 4c3 1 by 2 raised to 4 plus 4c4 1 by 2 raised to 4. So 1 by 2 raised to 4 is in all the terms. Therefore, I have taken this as common factor. 1 by 2 to the power 4 into 4c2 plus 4c3 plus 4c4. This is 1 by 16 into this value is 1 by 16. 4c2 equal to 6. 4c3 equal to 4. 4c4 equal to 1. This is equal to 11 by 16. This is equal to 0.6875. Next example. In 256 sets of 12 tosses of a coin, in how many cases one can expect 4 heads and 8 heads and 4 tails? Okay. 12 tosses, sets of 12 tosses, right? 12 tosses of a coin, and such 12 tosses are 256 sets. So first we find out 12 tosses, the probability of getting 8 heads. So here in each trial, I am getting the probability of getting head equal to 1 by 2 and the probability of getting tail is also equal to 1 by 2. So if I take probability of getting head is P, then this is equal to P equal to 1 by 2 and this is our Q, Q equal to 1 by 2. And here we have 12 tosses, 12, that is 12 trials are there. So here n equal to 12. Binomial distribution, probability of 8 heads and 4 tails in 12 trials means n equal to 12 here, p equal to 1 by 2, q equal to 1 by 2 and x is equal to 8 here, that's 8 heads I require. This is given by ncx p to the power of x into q to the power of n minus x. ncx 12c x equal to 8 here, 12c8 P is 1 by 2 to the power of x is 8 into Q is 1 by 2 to the power of n minus 8 is 4. This is equal to 12 C8 is nothing but 12 factorial divided by 8 factorial into 12 minus 8 4 factorial into, this is nothing but numerator is 1, denominator is 2 raised to 8, 2 raised to 4, that is 2 to the power of 12. Simplifying this, I am getting 495 divided by 4096. And in 256 sets, what is the probability? Is 256 into P of x equal to 8. That is 256 into this value. This is equal to 30.9 and approximately we take its value is equal to say 31. Next example, in a sampling, a large number of parts manufactured by a machine, the mean number of defective in a sample of 20 is 2. Out of 1000 such sample, how many would be expected to contain at least 3 defective parts? Okay. So that is here I am getting defect in a sample of 20. That is defect 2 defective I am getting in a sample of 20. And 1000 such samples are there. So first what I do is I will find out here in this. Here we take n equal to 20 and probability of getting defective means 2 by 20. Probability of getting defective is 2 by 20. So mean is given, mean number of defective, mean is given here. Mean is equal to NP. NP is equal to 2. Mean number of defective in a sample of 20 is 2. Okay, mean number is given here. The probability of defective parts 2 by 20. 2 by 20, this is equal to 0 0.1 and the probability of non-defective is 1 minus 1, 0 0.1. This is 1 minus 0.1 is 0.9. That is the probability of at least 3 defective in a sample of 20. At least 3. At least 3 means we have to find out P of 3 plus P of 4 plus P of 5 plus P of 6 up to P of 20. Or we write 1 minus probability of no defective or 1 defective or 2 defectives. That is 1 minus no defective means 20C0 0.1 p to the power of 0 we have tried, its value equal to 1 into q to the power of 20 plus 20C1 that is of 1 here. 20C1 into p to the power of 1. 0.1 to the power of 1 into 0.9 to the power of 19 plus 20C2 0.1 to the power of 2. 0.1 to the power of 2 into 0.9 to the power of 18. So here we can change the P and Q's here. No problem. In binomial theorem, we can interchange P and Q's. This is equal to 1 minus 0.9 to the power of 1 minus 0.9 to the power of 8. That is, we have taken a common factor because 0.9 to the power of 18 is here. That means here 0.9 to the power of 18. Here also 0.9 to the power of 18. Here also we have 0.9 to the power of 18. If I take that as a common factor, what remains here is 20C0. This is equal to 1. We get 0.9 square here. And 20C1. In C1 is equal to, and this we are getting here 20 into 0.1 into 0.9 to the power of 1 and 20C2 20 into 19 by 2 factorial into 0.1 square into 1 here. So simplifying this, I am getting this is 0.323. If the number of samples having at least 3 defective parts out of 1000 samples is 1000 into this quantity. This is equal to 323. Next example, the probability that a pen manufactured by a company will be defective is 1 by 10. If 12 such pens are manufactured, find the probability that number 1, exactly 2 will be defective. Number 2, at least 2 will be defective. Number 3, none will be defective. So here the probability of defective pens is, say if I take P, it is given 1 by 10 here. So 1 by 10 means P is equal to 0.1. That is a success. Probability of success here, 0.1. And the probability of failure, that is Q, is nothing but 1 minus 0.1. This is equal to 0.9. P equal to 0.1, Q equal to 0.9. And by binomial distribution, we have P of x equal to NCX, P raised to x into Q to the power of n minus x. Probability of exactly 2 defective means P of x equal to 2 here. P of x equal to 2 is given by NC2 P to the power of 2 Q to the power of n minus 2. Okay. So that is n equal to 12. 12C2 P to the power of 2 Q to the power of 12 minus 2, that is 10. This is equal to 0.2301. Second question is probability of at least 2 defective. At least 2 defective means uh, at least 2. Minimum is 2. X is greater than or equal to 2. So what I do here is I'll go by this method. I'll subtract those, that is x equal to 0 and x equal to 1 from 1. This is equal to 1 minus P of x equal to 0 means 12C0 0.1 to the power of 0 0.9 to the power of 12 plus P of x equal to 1 means 12C1 0.1 to the power of 1 0.9 to the power of 12 minus 1 is 11. Simplifying this, we get it is equal to 0.3412. This is the value. Next question, probability that none will be defective means P of x equal to 0. So P of x equal to 0. 12C0 0.1 to the power of 0 and 0.9 to the power of 12. Simplifying, we get it is equal to 0.2833. Next example, the number of telephone lines busy at an instant of time is a binomial variate with probability 0.1, probability 0.1 that a line is busy. If 10 lines are chosen at random, what is the probability that number 1, no line is busy, all lines are busy, at most 2 lines are busy, fourth one, at least 1 line is busy. The number of telephone lines busy at an instant of time is a binomial variate. This is given here. So here I will take busy. I will take this as probability of busy as P equal to 0.1, and probability of not busy is Q, that is 1 minus P. This is 0.9. 10 lines are chosen here, means n is equal to 10. 10 trials here, n equal to 10. And we have P of x equal to NCX, P raised to x, Q to the power of n minus x. This is equal to 10 CX. P is 0.1 to the power of x, Q is 0.9 to the power of 10 minus x. Now we have to find out first one, no line is busy, means P of x equal to 0. Probability of no line is busy means P of x equal to 0. P of x equal to 0 means NC0, 10C0, P raised to 0, Q raised to 10. This is equal to 0.9 to the power of 10, because here 10 C0 equal to 1 and zero point 0.1 to the power of 0, this is also equal to only thing we are getting here, q to the power of 0.9 to the power of n, 10. This value is 0.3487. Next, probability that all lines are busy. All the 10 lines are busy. That means here P of x equal to 10. P of x equal to 10. This is equal to 10C10 means 1. P to the power of 10. Q to the power of 0 means P to the power of 10. That is 0.1 to the power of 10. Probability that at most two lines are busy. At most two lines means no line is busy, or one line is busy, or two lines are busy. That means I have to find out P of x equal to 0 plus P of x equal to 1 plus P of x equal to 2. P of x equal to 0, already we have calculated 0.3487. P of x equal to 1. P of x equal to 1 is given by 10C1. 10C1 P 0.1 to the power of 1 and 0.9 to the power of 9 plus P of x equal to 2 means that is 10 P of 2 means 10C2. 10C2 0.1 to the power of 2, 0.9 to the power of 8. Okay. And calculating this, simplifying this, we get its value 0.9298. Last one, probability of at least one line is busy. At least one line is busy. That means here at least one line is busy means we have to find out P of 1 plus P of 2 plus P of 3 plus P of 4 plus up to P of 10. Or we write this is 1 minus P of x equal to 0. No line is busy. 1 minus no line is busy. So this is 1 minus P of x equal to 0 is 1 minus P of x equal to 0 we have calculated here 0.3487. This is equal to 0.6513. Next example. An airline knows that 5% of people making reservation on a certain flight will not turn up. Consequently, their policy is to sell 52 tickets for a flight that can only hold 50 people. That means they are selling 2 tickets more because they know that 5% will not turn up. What is the probability that there will be a seat for every passenger who turns up? Possibility may not be there here. That is, if all 52 comes, then there is no possibility. If 51 comes, then again no possibility. 50 comes, okay, there is a possibility. Or if less than or equal to 50 passengers turn out, then there is a possibility. Okay. So what is the possibility? What is the probability that all of them have get a reservation seat? So I'll start with like this. The probability P that a passenger will not turn up is given that 5%. That is here 5 by 100. That is P is 0.05. And then probability of turning up is Q is 1 minus P. This is equal to 0.95. So that means 5% will not turn up, 95% will turn up. Binomial distribution is P of x is equal to NCX P of x Q of n minus x, that is where n is equal to 52, that P of x is 52CX 0.05 to the power of x into 0.95 to the power of 52 minus x. A seat is assumed for every passenger who turn up if the number of passengers who turn up is more than or equal to 2. Not turn up is more than or equal to 2. That means here maximum 50 passengers turn up, then only there is a possibility. That means here I have taken not turn up, x has not turn up. That means P of x, we have to find out this P of x greater than or equal to 2. That means here what we are expecting is minimum 2 passenger will not turn up. Then only all of them get a seat. So that means we have to find out P of x greater than or equal to 2. Or we write this is 1 minus P of x less than 2. Okay, x is less than 2. That is 1 minus P of x is less than 2 means 0 or 1. This is equal to 1 minus P of x is equal to 0. NC 0. This is equal to 1. P to the power of 0 is 1. Q is 0.95 to the power of 52 plus P of 1 NC1 52 C1 is 52 into P to the power of 1 0.05 to the power of 1 into Q to the power of N minus 1 52 minus 1 is 51. Simplifying this, we get it is equal to 0.7405. That is probability that a seat is available for every passenger is 0.7405. This is the probability. Next example, team A has probabilities of 2 by 3 of winning whenever it plays. That is, winning probability of the team A is 2 by 3. If it plays 4 games, find the probability that it wins, number 1, 2 games, number 2, at least 1 game. So here number of trials are 4 means n equal to 4 here. And the success means the probability of A is success is 2 by 3. That is P equal to 2 by 3. N equal to 4. Q equal to 1 minus P. 1 minus 2 by 3. This is 1 by 3. So P equal to 2 by 3. Q equal to 1 by 3. N equal to 4. Then we have P of x is equal to NCX. P raised to x. Q to the power of N minus x. This is 4. N equal to 4. 4CX. 2 by 3 to the power of x. 1 by 3 to the power of x. Now, what is the first question? First question. Two games. That is P of team wins 2 games. That means P of x is equal to 2. This is 4C2. 2 by 3 to the power of 2. 1 by 3 to the power of 2. 4C2. 2 by 3 to the power of 2. 1 by 3 to the power of 2. So this is equal to 4C2 is 6 into 2 by 3. This is a 4 by 9. This is a 4 by 9, 1 by 9 here. That is 6 into 4 by 81, 8 by 27. That is 0.2963. And next question is P of A wins at least 1 game. At least 1 game means x equal to 1 or x equal to 2 or x equal to 3 or x equal to 4. Or we write like this, 1 minus P of no means here. That is 1 minus P of x equal to 0. So this is 1 minus x equal to 0 means 4C0, 2 by 3 to the power of 0, 1 by 3 to the power of 4 minus 0. This is 1 minus, this value equal to NC0 is 1, this is 1 and this is also 1, 1 by 3 to the power of 4 here. That is 1 minus 0.0123, this is equal to 0.9877 is the value. Okay, thank you. I will stop here.